When I was 11, I took piano lessons from an old man named Mr. Reinhardt. His house smelled like dust and lemon oil, and every clock in it ticked out of sync, a strange, scattered rhythm that somehow matched his own unhurried, deliberate nature. He was gentle but strict, his voice a low hum beneath my faltering scales. "Play it like you mean it," he'd say, his hand gently stilling mine on the keys. "Don't just hit the notes, hold them until they tell you something back. A note is a question. You have to wait for the answer." I wasn't a good student. My fingers stumbled over simple arpeggios, my patience far shorter than the simplest melody. One rainy Thursday, frustration boiling over, I snapped the sheet music shut, slammed the piano lid down, and said, "It's no use. I'm never going to get it right." He didn't scold me. He just smiled, a slow, knowing curve of his lips. "Good," he said softly. "Then you're finally ready to learn." That single baffling sentence confused me for years. I thought mastery was the goal. He seemed to be suggesting that surrender was the beginning. When I turned 16, buzzing with the impatience of Pacquiao and dolls, I quit lessons. Life got busier, school, after-school jobs, friends who laughed louder than any old piano. On my last day, I made a vague promise to him, "I'll come back and play for you someday, a real piece." I never did. A decade later, pulled by a nostalgia I couldn't name, I found myself walking past his street. The house looked smaller, the garden overgrown. The little wooden sign that once proudly declared piano lessons Thursdays was gone, leaving only a ghostly rectangle on the siding. The neighbor, watering her roses, saw me looking. She told me he'd passed away that spring. His last student, she said, wiping her hands on her apron, was a young boy from down the road. Didn't know how to read a note of music, but played the most beautiful, sad tunes you ever heard, all by ear. "Mr. Reinhardt told me the boy reminded him of you," she added, "always, listening for the song behind the notes." That night, I went home, dug my old electronic keyboard out of the closet, and sat in the dark. I plugged it in, the power light a single accusing eye. My hands, stiff and unfamiliar, remembered just enough to find the opening notes of the same clumsy Chopin waltz he'd made me repeat 100 times. It still wasn't perfect. My timing was off. The dynamics were a mess. But somewhere in the middle of it, in the space between one chord and the next, I heard his voice, clear as if he were in the room times. "Don't just hit the notes. Hold them. Listen. Asterisk." And I did, and they told me something back. They told me I'd never really quit. I'd just been waiting to understand what he was trying to teach me. Now, every Thursday evening, the same night I used to go to his house, I sit beside my daughter on the piano bench. I don't teach her to be perfect. I just give her the same gentle, firm guidance. I teach her to be brave enough to listen for the story the music is trying to tell, and to have the patience to wait for her own sound to answer. The best teachers don't give you their talent, they give you their patience, so you can grow into your own sound.